Hello everybody and welcome to my library. Today I'm doing a book review for you, and as this is going to be my very first review video, I apologize in advance for any awkwardness that might ensue. The book I would like to review is this one, Joyce Dennys, Henrietta's War, News from the Home Front 1939 to 1942. This book is a series of letters, and these letters were originally published during the wartime in a magazine called Sketch. The author later found her manuscripts again, and so they were republished in the 1980s by Joyce, and then they appeared in this very, very, very pretty Bloomsbury edition. I first saw this book in a book haul video by Words of a Reader. She always has the nicest books and the loveliest editions, and when I saw it I immediately fell in love with the beautiful cover. I've got a small weakness for beautiful covers, and so I bought it. And this is actually one in a whole series of books with similar covers by Bloomsbury. They can show you, I've got a few examples in here. Very pretty, all of them. Now what really sold me on this were the illustrations. They are very charming, and they also tell you something about the tone of the book. It's humorous despite the very serious topic. As I said, it's a series of letters, and these letters were all written by Henrietta, and she writes them to her childhood friend Robert, who is a soldier, and he is at first stationed in France, and then later he's moved to a different location. We never really get to know where exactly he is. What she does, she tells him about everyday life in the small Devonshire village where they both live, and she tells him about, the everyday difficulties people back at home face and people back at home have to deal with. Things like blackouts and food rationing and fabric rationing, which hits a few people in that village quite hard. In many ways, Henrietta's War reminded me of Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell. It's a bit like a Cranford for the 1940s, a small village filled with a whole lot of eccentric people. And of course the majority of people are all women, because the younger men have gone off to war, and so they're just the older man left and the doctor, Henrietta's husband. As I said, it's a very humorous book. It's a very charming book. It's very, very sweet. It's very heartwarming, very old-fashioned in a way. And to illustrate my point, I'd like to read to you a small excerpt. One of Henrietta's special friends is Lady B, an elderly, rather voluptuous lady in the village, and here you have an illustration of Lady B. It's Lady B's birthday and Henrietta visits her, and this is where this starts. I peered closely at her. Something had disturbed that lovely serenity which we all love so well. "You aren't feeling ill, are you?" I said anxiously. "Don't be silly, Henrietta." "You're not?" I hesitated, hardly daring to ask this question, for Lady B is one of those rare people who maintain that old age is not a calamity. "You're not feeling old by any chance?" "Oh, why should I feel old?" said Lady B. "I am only 75. Or frightened?" She gave me a look of contempt and didn't trouble to answer. "Then what is it?" "Well, it's like this," said Lady B, getting rather pink. "I know it's very silly of me, Henrietta, but I did hope, she added passionately, "that Hitler would try and invade us on my birthday. Always your affectionate childhood friend, Henrietta." So this should give you a fair idea of the whole tone of the book, and for me it was a 5 out of 5 stars. It was definitely something I would recommend, and I've already bought the second volume, Henrietta sees it through. So that is the rest of her wartime letters, and I'm started reading the book, and yes, it's definitely as good as the first volume. So that was it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and will join me again. Bye bye.